Oh, there is a void in Seattle. There is a wide receiver talent void. I mean, they have Tyler Lockett still, who I think is just Doug Baldwin, like in a fake mustache or something. I think that's Tyler Lockett at this point. But you know who would fill that void for the Seattle Seahawks?
Go ahead, say it.
Only the person that's running the No More White Women 2020 campaign. Yes, Mr. Antonio Brown. Would there be a fit there? Because Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, he loves the conjecture, threw this out there this week, that once Josh Gordon got suspended, that actually, before the Seahawks got Josh Gordon, they were kicking the tires on old AB. But now that Gordon's gone, I don't know.
So, Pete Carroll is willing to take on players that are a little bit loud. No pun intended with Josh Gordon there.
Hey-o.
Russell Wilson can make any player work in his offense.
3rd down and 5. Wilson's going to go deep, wide open, and into the hands of David Moore.
And I could see it. The Seahawks have a legit chance to win another Super Bowl. And I think if you add Antonio Brown, who is better than Josh Gordon, it makes them a real threat. A very real threat. And I still think they're a threat without Josh Gordon. So if you could throw Antonio Brown in there, that's a good-looking team, especially Russell Wilson. I mean, Russell Wilson's the man.
I really wish they would have gotten to figure this out earlier. Maybe not wait till Josh Gordon is suspended and there's only 2 weeks left in the year, because Florio said that it's looking less and less likely because there's only 2 games left in the NFL season that Brown will get clearance. I don't know, but then they said there's a little bit they could get him for the playoffs. It would cost less. You don't have to be paid a playoff share. I don't know. It's weird. I know in baseball, your playoff roster used to be locked in after August 31st or something. Or you couldn't add a player added after that date couldn't be on the playoff roster. So I don't know how that will work for Antonio Brown in the NFL, but I love this. This is the kind of stuff. Mike Florio is the best at this, where he'll throw an idea out there and it'll become national. Ooh, maybe that makes sense. I love it. We should get in
at the very least. Well, at the very least, you just sent Antonio Brown streaking down the sideline. Even if you're gonna not throwing the ball, no intentions at all, you're gonna have a defensive back or 2, maybe 3, follow him just because it's Antonio Brown.
Also, I feel like we should have a recurring Antonio Brown segment each week where we just detail all the crazy stuff he's talking about. Primarily, No More White Women 2020, which I haven't really gotten to the bottom of yet. But do you know anything more about that? Is that something we could bring up?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
I quit dealing with Antonio Brown. You just keep bringing him up on our podcast.
Only because he's so goddamn interesting.
Anti-Antonio Brown podcast.
Whoa. We are a lot of things, but an anti-Antonio Brown podcast, we are not.